Yeah, leave an hour. Well, this is going to be a very long podcast. Second intro.
I know. Second
Intro.
This is the new old podcast.
New podcast. You probably didn't hear me say that.
Yeah.
Probably didn't hear any of that.
And you know what I'm going to do? This is a celebration podcast. And that's all we're going to fucking do.
Let's celebrate.
That's all.
First, a PBR toast to drinking beer.
To drinking beer. Here we go. Hey, and second to that, I'm going to roll a blunt just because we have the weed.
We have the weed for the blunt, so we will have the blunt.
The weed. We got some sort of. You know what? No, I'm going to do this old school. Never mind. I'm going to break this down by hand. Okay?
Uh-oh.
This is going to be a hand rolled cigar.
Uh-oh. He's getting serious with it.
Yeah.
Don't put it back.
What do you want to do?
Put it in this jar. I'll dump it up in the trash.
No problem. If you listen to the other Blunt podcast, you'll know that one of my favorite swishers is a sweet cream. You want to smell that?
It's nice. I've had them before. I remember they taste nice. They smell nice. My wife hates anything even remotely associated with tobacco, and she made a blunt out of one of those and fucking loved it because it just smelled so good. You can play the bongos, or I mean. That sounds the rhythm. Second to 9.
It's second.
You're right, because no
In
one
fact,
else
it
has
was so
done it.
bad, my phone listened to it and recommended Meghan Trainor immediately.
Dude, that's perfect. A national celebrity. Songbird of our generation. Is that a real thing?
You still got that,
Are we starting
glass
this podcast out with the dabs? David?
Well, I don't know.
We already started this podcast out with a blunt, Rick.
We can.
I just haven't actually made it yet.
Right. I'm saying in the meantime,
Instead, in the meantime,
I want to tell you guys some facts that are not from Fox News.
Wow.
You don't know any facts that are from Fox News.
Ooh, that is.
You Fox News alone.
Let's blow the belt,
You're just
bro.
trying to put out the best propaganda you can get.
You know, they go to bed every night thinking about you
Yeah.
and how they can manipulate you. They care about you.
No, these are
Almost like a father or a mother indoctrinates their children.
Yeah.
Fox News is your father or your mother.
Or your mother. Or both. Shout out to what's that Netflix movie? I Am Mother.
Parental units.
You guys see that? Come on, step up your Netflix game.
I haven't seen it.
That's going to be a new segment from James called Step Up Your Netflix Game.
I have seen Good Omens, though.
And on the
I
first
saw the first
episode,
two
Good
episodes.
Omens was good.
That's my
Good
recommendation.
Omens
is funny.
But have you guys seen Black Mirror?
Yes, but no.
Did you see the first episode? First episode. Come
I
on.
haven't. I've seen.
It's right on target with our straight pride parade, too.
Really?
Because what type of parade would you have to be in for being in episode 1?
I would introduce what we're smoking, but I have no idea what it is. It was given to me by the owner of a farm while we were visiting said farm. It's just a container full of
Do you have the other one?
dabs, concentrates.
Do you have the other electrical one? I just think that one works a little bit. No, it's the electrical one we did from last week.
Oh. That's all they do.
Yeah.
But if you cough until you get respiratory failure, I am not.
Respiratory failure. Why would you get respiratory failure?
You would not.
Because I don't have crappy lungs. Oh, but I am broken.
Crappy lungs.
I did crack a rib or crack the cartilage on a rib or something. I'm broken.
Look, you
Broken
have to have
this week.
them removed before you can do that.
Dude, I tried, man. You know,
You can't just
I
break
thought-
them and hope that it works.
thought stretching would be enough. Thought stretching.
You can't just force yourself to do it.
Look, I stretched twice. I thought it'd be enough.
More than once, even?
Yeah. It was in like 10 minutes. I did it for a little while. A couple seconds at least. I got loose. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm rolling this. The nicest blunt. David, do you still have a glass? What's it called?
The glass
crutch.
I don't.
Did you know that the inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee after he died?
Wait, what? Like, they put his ashes into the Frisbee?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
BestLifeOnline.com.
Let me put this on record. Please
Shout
don't
out.
do that to me if I ever.
Steady Ed Hedrick invented the Frisbee in the 1950s and then went on to invent the sport of disc golf in the 70s.
Which is
He
just
lived
more
for Frisbee.
Yeah.
When he died in 2002, his final wish was to have his ashes turned into what else? But a Frisbee.
That's smart. To literally figure out something people already know how to do. And
His son
much more
said
fun.
that it was his father's dream that they play with him after death and that he might even accidentally end up on someone's roof.
really?
Yeah.
This dude was just super.
Only if the children of the person who invented Frisbee don't know how to throw a fucking Frisbee,
Wow.
then it might wind up on someone's roof.
Good point.
Well, I mean, you gotta learn somehow. Jeez. Oh,
You know Subway footlongs are not actually a footlong?
They will measure them in front of you.
They will not.
No.
With regards to the size of the bread and calling it a footlong, Subway footlong is a registered trademark as a descriptive name for the sub sold in Subway. Restaurants restaurants are not intended to be used as a measurement of length. They fucked with this.
Okay,
that's because they
But-
got sued.
if you say something about that doesn't look like 12 inches in Subway, they will pull out a ruler and show
When
you.
was the last time you did that? In Arkansas?
No, I've only ever done that in Washington.
That's a
That's
dick
good to
move.
know.
I was like, dude, that doesn't look like a foot long. He literally pulled out a ruler, and I was like, my bad. Okay.
Could you make fake rulers?
Yeah, they could absolutely.
Conspiracy podcast.
Why you got a conspiracy the whole fucking podcast, brah?
Oh god.
That's what you guys do, bro.
Brah.
Those are my segments, but I'm not doing.
I'm trying to load these concentrates. You're like breaking my concentration.
I'm apologizing for making this blunt so well and not complaining about it. Okay.
Well, you should apologize for not complaining. What is a blunt without complaining?
The perfect blunt.
A blunt. Perfect blunt. Nobody's perfect. So you can't make a perfect blunt.
Practice makes perfect.
So, practice makes perfect, but nobody's perfect. There's some kind of a parable. I don't know.
Parable.
Or something. There's wisdom
I like fruit.
buried deep in that statement somewhere that has nothing to do with a poop knife.
Jeez.
Full circle.
No, RIP poop knives.
Shout out to the last episode.
I know, right?
What happened with you and flipping the four-wheeler?
So, my mom.
Sounds
want
like that
this?
sounds like a crazy.
Did you want this, by the way?
I'm not going to get that. I loaded this. I loaded something else in this instead.
I can put some stuff in here too. Yeah. Just you.
You want it? You can get it. Okay.
Some shit you put.
You can put a little bit of yum sauce in there.
I don't know what yum sauce means.
Yum sauce.
Put some yum sauce.
Yum sauce.
Are we not talking into mics now?
Yum sauce.
Yum sauce.
There's a low this episode.
So, flipping the four-wheeler.
Oh my
My mom
god.
bought a
You want to
four-wheeler
sit
when we lived in the Ozark Hill. Huh?
here?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Alright. Here's somebody break it up.
She bought a four-wheeler, a two-wheel drive four-wheeler. It had reverse. It was like a really cushy four-wheeler. It shifted gears, but didn't have a clutch. It's weird.
You have to like rev it up.
Like,
No, you shift it like that. Yeah.
You click the gear. You have to let off the gas and click the gear with your it was a push button.
Oh,
the gas. You have to let off the gas and click the gear, but there was no clutch. You had to pull. It was weird.
Weird.
And it had reverse, which was really weird in the early '90s to have a four-wheeler that had reverse on it. Apparently, super common. But she didn't let me use it very much, and I was trying to impress my girlfriend, and so my mom let me use the four-wheeler to take her for a ride. And we're going along, and I am trying to show off a little bit, so I'm going a little bit fast. And we come up to this turn that is it's a hairpin left that goes from going down one dirt road to going steep uphill up a different dirt road. It Y's from the other direction, it's a Y. From where I'm coming, it's a hairpin left.
Gotcha.
So I'm going up one side of the Y and then back the other way. So I come up to this, and instead of just slowing down and climbing up here in the four-wheeler, I decide I'm going to go fast as I can past it. I'm going to jerk the wheel, and I'm going to step on the back brake, and it's going to slide and drift right around like super cool, and then I'm gonna up this hill.
Uh-huh.
So we're going along. I am wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and my girlfriend on the back is wearing like a light sweater and jeans. Okay, I come up to this, slam on the back brake, turn the front wheel, and it turns sideways. And instead of continuing on around, just goes sideways down the gravel road for a little while, and then flips 3 or 4 times sideways. And the first flip throws us both completely off of it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she was a mountain girl. She was a tough ass mountain girl and had been raised in these hills her whole life.
Are you talking
So
about the
when
bike or the girl?
The girl, my girl on the back seat, she jumped off as it went to flip and landed on her feet and just stumbled a couple of steps
Nice.
and was fine. I, who was in a t-shirt and shorts, landed on my hands and knees skidding down the gravel road.
Dummy.
Okay? And four-wheeler's upside down. It's the first time she's let me just take it completely away from her.
Yeah.
Some of the light switch is broken on the handle, the horn button is broken on the other handle. The bars are bent just a little bit. And
A little bit, huh?
And I'm like, I went back over to it. I'm fucking picking gravel out of my hands and knees. Go back over to the four-wheeler, flip it back upright. Finally, go to start it and it won't start. Because all the oil has run into the top into the engine.
Right.
So now I have to walk back home, which is like 2 miles from where I was,
You guys just flip that bad boy?
down gravel roads, and tell my mom that I had wrecked her four-wheeler so that she could come back and try to pick it up. Now, when she got back, I didn't
How's she
understand.
gonna pick it up?
I didn't understand engines at the time. She had an issue. I didn't understand engines at the time, so is it empty?
No.
No.
Should be.
No.
Okay.
So I didn't know that the oil would run back out of the top into the engine and it would start. As soon as we got back, she got on it and it fired right up. And she drove it home, and I drove her vehicle.
How does that make sense?
It does not make sense. But she never. That was the first time she let me drive it out of her sight. Years later, when she let me drive it again, finally, I tried to jump it over a gravel road because I was a super irresponsible teenager. And once I got in the air, I realized that it was not flat on the other side of this gravel road, that there was like a 2.5 foot high stone wall. And I slammed the front of the four-wheeler into it and flipped off the front of the four-wheeler over the wall.
Dude, you just had a death wish.
I did. It's a wonder I made it.
Dude, no
But
wonder
that
she
dented
didn't
in the
want you to
whole
have
rack
it.
on the front of it and busted out one of the headlights, and she never let me ride her four-wheeler again.
That's a shock.
I think she made it that far before she realized that I was too irresponsible to drive a four-wheeler. Yes, that's a shock.
That too. It's ridiculous. And the dabs, we got a blunt getting rolled right now.
Hand roll.
We have, oh no. We have the conservative dabs coming out.
Those are new dabs.
New dabs.
Those are 21st century dabs.
Oh,
Those
it's
are
gonna be
robo
painful.
dabs.
Yeah.
Robo dabs. All right.
21st
Alright,
century
Don't
robo
die.
Yeah,
See
we're
how
not
long
doing them
we
off
do
a
this
piece
for.
of glass like
He's
some
gonna
fucking
die.
caveman. Okay? We're not doing them in a dab rig like some fucking house nerd. Yeah.
No, we are using clean quartz coils wrapped in titanium wire.
Oh man, this is really smooth. Tastes really good, actually. It's creeping up though.
The thing's fucking huge. You gotta take a picture of that bad boy.
You took a picture of it last or a couple weeks ago.
For the record, our listeners
Listeners smoke show.
are going to get in on one of mine and my wife's arguments now.
Oh yeah.
She said something about, yeah, you guys are going to sit around and smoke 4 or 5 joints. And I was like, no, we never, ever do that. And she's like, yeah, you do. And I was like, no, we smoke 2 or 3 at most, and maybe some bowls. But she's like, no, when I sit there with you, you guys smoked 5 joints. And I was like, no, we didn't. We've never even sat down with 5 joints to smoke. You're not correct. And she's like, I'm going to go on Instagram and prove it. Of course, Instagram does not suggest that we have ever smoked 5 joints in one episode.
Shout out to our secret Instagram.
Right? It's the one that I show my wife.
Yeah.
But I'm positive we have never sat down with no 5 joints.
I mean, maybe one time, maybe you might have been like out and had some of the regular ass joints.
Maybe,
but I don't even think
when she was here, I don't even think we did that. I think we had some bowls and 2 or maybe 3 joints.
Yeah.
I think last time we smoked a blunt, we might have had 3 joints. I think blunts counts 2.
No. Blunts don't count as 2.
Counts 12.
I can roll a joint twice the size of the blunt you're rolling right now.
Not with a regular size paper.
With 2 of them together, yes, I can.
With 2 swishers, I could fucking wreck that shit.
Okay,
2
I
swishers, I
promise
could
you.
fucking 8.
I can roll a joint that big around that will smoke this great. I can roll a joint
What are the blunts at us?
3/4 of an inch thick in the middle, maybe an inch thick in the middle, and it'll smoke well. It takes me 2 papers
2 papers.
and like almost an eighth of weed. But
That's
I
a
can
joint. That's not a blunt.
Actually, to be fair with these nails, I can't really. When they're shorter, I can.
See?
Yeah. So I don't know what you're.
I'm getting them cut off.
So all he's gonna do is
And
he's gonna be like, prove it, and you're gonna be like, oh,
Nope, can't do it.
Actually,
I'll use
I don't
my
have enough
feet.
weed to do it.
I'll use my feet. I'm really
I don't have enough
dexterous.
weed
If you could rub off your feet, I would pay to see that.
You do. You just hiding all of it for your camping trip.
No, all I had to do was my camping trip for the bridal collection.
Oh, that's right. The bridal collection. What do you got? You got all of them now?
I got 5 of them.
Are the people bringing some?
She's bringing other stuff. I'm gonna have to bring other stuff also. Actually, I haven't yet.
Other stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm bringing.
Allegedly other stuff.
I'm allegedly bringing some joints and some shrooms and some whiskey,
You don't even do shrooms.
along with like actual food and tents and shit. You know, camping stuff
Camping stuff.
like shrooms. I might actually try them again.
You should.
Why
I
wouldn't
might.
you?
I might try like a small dose during the day.
I mean, you're bringing them.
Unlike everybody else I know when they do shrooms, they want to be in a dark place with cool visual lights and things and other people who are tripping. I want to be in a well-lit place that I am familiar with someone sober. Which is fucking weird.
Hey, so let's do it in the woods.
So, no, it's an open, it's like a big open rocky beach. There's like
Where bears can
like
come.
a river and
Nice.
a really trickly stream.
Forest.
Yeah.
Comes like that, and we walked across the stream, and this big, huge sandbar or rock bar in the middle.
These people camp on rocks, people.
Camp.
They can't. They don't even camp on the ground like normal
Smooth
people.
creek rocks.
They don't even
river
camp in
rock.
RVs like normal
They're all
people.
Serious. RVs is where it's at, bro.
You couldn't
We got
get an
a trailer
RV.
camp.
You couldn't get an RV to where we're camping.
You haven't seen me be able to drive an RV.
We can barely walk to it.
You exactly. I will be down at the parking spaces.
I will.
We will.
I'll be in the park.
We will be at we will build a campfire in the parking lot.
Yeah, it's a really good spot.
I like to camp on grass. Or
Well,
like
That's because you're kind of a pussy.
no, I'm not. I'm
Savage.
no. That is ridiculous.
Savage.
Okay, what do you don't sleep in a sleeping bag?
You could sleep on a
You
mat.
sleep in a sleeping bag.
Oh, now you're just being ridiculous.
On
could
an air
never-
mattress.
yeah,
You
on
couldn't
an air mattress.
You couldn't sleep
Right.
in a sleeping bag
Right.
on an air mattress.
Yeah, you can.
It's easy.
No, I agreed. But I'm saying there's no way you're sleeping on the ground.
No. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
It's still
That's what
on
I'm
the
trying to
ground.
figure out from
It's
you.
just not like directly.
You don't sleep on the ground.
Dude,
Last year, I brought a cot with me and slept up on the cot with a blanket.
I thought you were in
This
the
year
Boy
we're taking-
Scouts, bro. I thought you could like
This year, we're
make a
taking
hammock out of
an
like
air mattress because it's me and my wife, and our tent won't fit 2 cots.
It's smart. Just get a queen size mattress.
We got a queen size mattress, air mattress. It's like 18 inches thick,
That's not terrible.
and it's made by like Coleman.
I prefer,
the outdoor people.
I prefer a
Well,
36 to 48 inch air mattress.
A 4 foot thick mattress. There you go.
I need to be off the ground a little.
A little bit, yeah.
I need somewhere for the holster to go on the
Yeah.
side of my air
The
mattress.
shotgun holster.
Serious.
Well, the blunt's ready. It's a fucking celebration.
blunt
podcast.
is ready.
It's a celebration.
Celebration
Dun-dun-dun.
No.
And
no
again,
copyright.
we're
No
smoking a blunt of Master Yoda
Master Yo. What?
in a
Yo-yo.
Yoda.
Yo is what it
Da-da.
is. See that?
Yeah.
Shout out to
You get a weird
Yoda.
O sounding A at the end of Yoda, sir.
Yoda.
Yodow. Shout out to me for this blunt.
Maybe after it makes it around to me.
Shout out to Blunts.
When Queen Elizabeth paid a royal visit to the Game of Thrones set in Northern Ireland, she refused to sit on the Iron Throne for legal reasons.
Oh, she could never sit on another throne. It was a weird monarchy law. That's weird.
Like you have to take a picture, right?
Shit.
Like,
That is funny. Is that on? Just scroll up. See it.
hold on. I don't know how to spell it.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I didn't know it was touchscreen.
It's an iPad
Is it?
with a keyboard.
Don't know that.
I
thought it was just
An
some
iPad
fancy
with a weird
fucking
keyboard.
nerd laptop.
That's what I just said.
It's a weird
It's
nerd
a
laptop.
Is that keyboard even?
I still
regular
write stuff
size?
on paper with pen.
Like a weirdo, even though you have a Microsoft Surface
Like some,
that you never use.
like some fucking
Oh, it
boy.
doesn't work.
Why?
It's so old, and Windows has been upgraded so many times, the operating system takes up almost all of the memory. So, it can't do anything.
Nice.
What's up?
Shout out to the
It's
Surface.
very old. It's like the first Surface Pro.
I went to the zoo again this week.
Really? You party fouling?
Dude, serious.
Dude.
In some countries, you could die for that.
Oh, I doubt it.
I mean, there's got to be at least one country
I mean,
where
I would,
someone has died from that.
but I would.
That's a fair point. I wouldn't want you to, buddy. But I'm saying you could. You'd have to, like, Mission Impossible it out of there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But-
I wouldn't. Though.
That's fair. It's fair. You can dodge bullets.
Yeah.
Matrix
That's
style.
that statement alone.
That makes sense. The mic's over there, bro.
I'm just trying to smoke this blunt. Well,
When I was in Job Corps,
back to your JC.
did I tell you guys about the tractor?
I don't think so, Rick.
The
Tractor.
Okay.
Oh,
So we like to sneak off campus at Job Corps. It was like a hobby that we did. We would either sneak into the trade areas, which is where they trained you to do carpentry, cement masonry, welding, whatever. We would break into there after hours when nobody was supposed to be in there just to smoke weed in the trade areas, and then we would leave. We didn't damage anything. We never fucked with anything at all. We just sit in there and smoked weed so that we could say we had.
allegedly.
Feel cool. Allegedly. All of this is alleged.
Personal lawyer here.
We allegedly snuck off campus one time. Way off campus. Up over this. We thought it was a mountain. It's Ozark Hills, though, so it's not really much of a mountain. But it was tall, and there were cliffs that you had to get up. It was really hard for us to climb. Once we got up to the top of it, there were these fields, and no house that we could see anywhere. But in one of these fields, there was a tractor. It was a tractor with like a big mower thing on the back of it, and a seat for one person, and then a big long hood, two big back tires, little skinny front tires. And the key was in it. And we got upon it and started right up. So we started driving it around. We drove around the field, checked out the whole field, and went, we're just going to drive it off. So we went and drove it off into the woods and kept exploring like we had been, kept going for the rest of the day. When we were done, when it was time to go back, we took the tractor way off into the middle of the woods into this one spot we knew we could get back to, parked it there, took the keys,
Tractor theft.
right, and went back to Job Corps. We did this a couple of weekends in a row. We went and got our tractor, played on the tractor.
Our tractor.
All right, and then we told someone about it. We told a friend of ours. He took and a friend of his said, "We're going to sneak out. Okay, here's where it is. Here's the key. Go back where we found it. Okay." They go and get on this tractor and go driving it around, and they get completely fucking lost, and it gets super dark. The tractor's got headlights, so they don't want to abandon the tractor. So they continue driving the tractor until they find this little side road and follow it all the way to the main road where they are picked up by the cops in a stolen tractor.
Yeah.
And
How do they know it's stolen?
to,
They have serial numbers or something?
to their credit, they never mentioned any of us. They went, "Yep, we stole it. we went and found this tractor off on some field, and we drove it. Because we told them where we had found it originally. And we went and found it here in this field and have been just joyriding around on it. And they got like arrested, right? And they got in trouble for that.
Took the fall.
They did, which is what you should do, okay? That's what you should do. If you're the one that's busted, if we'd have got busted on it, we're not going to tell on somebody else. You know? If you're flat out busted and there's no way out of it, yeah, it was me. Just me. Nobody else was involved. That's what you do.
Right?
But, just credit, that's exactly what they did. We're getting to smoke, yeah, we broke it all. One trade area was notoriously difficult to get into. And it was a welding area because they had steel doors. However, the back was surrounded by a chain link fence that went floor to ceiling. But we had this one guy in our group who was super duper skinny and small. We called him Saint because his last name was Saint something. I don't want, but he was really tall, really skinny, short guy, and he could pull the chain link fence out for the bar and slip up inside of it, and he would go inside and lock the door for us.
Damn.
But we smoked in every single trade area there. We snuck in just to smoke weed. It was stupid overpriced. For like the tiniest toothpick thinner you ever saw, it was $10.
Yeah.
It was ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
But we all had businesses selling cigarettes so that we could make money to spend it on weed.
It's pretty ridiculous.
And there were people who had weed, who had businesses selling weed so that they could get money for everything else.
Meth mostly, probably. In Arkansas.
Yeah, that was all right.
Arkansas.
That was Job Corps. One of the guys I met in Job Corps, his name was Tony Marinelli. And we were like, you sound like a fucking mob boss. So everyone just called him Mafia. And he looked like an Italian dude, had straight black hair, was a little shady. He looked like a mafia guy. So everybody called him
A
Mafia.
stereotypical
But
mafia.
he was a buddy of mine. He was so much fun to hang out with. He was cool to be out places and do stuff. He was very spontaneous. The problem was you didn't want him around your shit because he was very prone to break shit or steal shit. He was very, like, klepto. He stole so much shit. But
That's got to be a problem.
he was a good buddy of mine. I just kept him away from my shit. And he was fun to hang around with. But we stayed friends outside of Job Corps, and he came to where I live in Ozark Hills, Arkansas, and brought a car he had just bought for $70. This car was barely worth the $70 he had paid for it. It was
It's a cheap car.
a 5-speed Honda Civic from the
Early
70s.
70s?
No, 70s. The back seat was torn out of it. The whole car was spray painted. 4 of the 5 gears only worked.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
alright.
It was fucked up. It barely ran.
Which gear didn't work?
It might have been a 4-speed. You didn't realize it.
That is
I
the
don't know.
least useful gear.
I don't know. Either way, he drove it down there, and I had a pretty decent job. And I was like, man, this car's pile of shit, dude. What did you pay for this? He's like, it's $70 an hour. Dude, I just got paid. I will give you twice that for it right now. Just let me take it out and wreck it.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, I want to take it up on top of the mountain and roll it. I've never rolled a car. And he's like, nah, man, I can't. I got to have this car to get back home. And I was like, $200. I need $200 for it. Just let me take this car and wreck it. I will pay for that experience. You can ride with me if you want. And he's like, I can't, man. I can't do it. I gotta have a way back home. I gotta keep this car. The next day, he blows through an intersection on a gravel road where there's a yield sign there for him,
Yeah.
and a dude in like a Dodge dually pulling a trailer just plows into the side of his car and demolishes it. He has no insurance. The car is completely totaled.
Dang.
Dude had a huge brush guard on the front of his vehicle. It didn't even mess up the truck at all.
Dang.
And completely demolished his car. You should have fucking sold it to me, man. That would have been way more fun.
Pretty fucked up.
But I've still never rolled a car.
Gotta go with some sand dunes or something.
You do have a couple of cars.
Grab a fucking a dune buggy.
I don't.
You
It'd be
have
really
rolled a 4-wheeler.
hard.
Would not.
I've rolled a 4-wheeler. That's true. I didn't roll with it. I got thrown off of it, but I've rolled it. I jumped a car.
Like
Far
physically?
enough. I jumped a 4-cylinder Mustang far enough that when it hit the ground, both of its front tires blew out. And I only had one spare, so I had to. It was a while before I could get it back.
Duct tape, bro. Why don't you just duct tape that whole tire? Put it up there.
Because it was someplace safe. That might have got me home, but it wouldn't have. I could have just driven the car like that.
That's true.
And it was on somebody's property that I knew. And I had to leave there for a couple of weeks till I could get 2 used tires for like $14 a piece from the local tire shop.
$14?
It was cheap. It's cheap tires.
Good deals. I've been about tires for $14.
Is that like tires you gotta come back like a month later and get new tires?
They're used tires. I'll sell you the best used tires he's got in your size.
Tire podcast.
Right? This is a little like single rinky dink, like middle of the Ozark Hills place. I believe it's called Herpel Tire Shop because it's on it's on Herpel Road. It's but yeah, they got some real cheap tires. If you want them, you probably don't. They give you brand new tires too.
Are you trying to talk, James? No one can hear you at all.
I know.
You're like, you're barely talk. You're not even audible.
Oh god.
Speaking of audible.
Yeah, right. That was a beautiful ad, David. Good job for reading it. Let's see. Have you hit this yet?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you're faded? Here, David.
I was hanging out with these people that I was not cool enough to be hanging out with in Arkansas because I had some weed. I was hanging out with people that I was not cool enough to be hanging out with.
Hanging out.
Big like house party. I'm sitting there waiting my turn to play like Mario Kart or something, and I'm really fucking good at Mario Kart.
Mario Kart? You are from the 70s. Early 80s.
They've been a lot of Mario Kart.
Anyways, N64. Anyway,
Yeah.
I have one.
I'm sitting there. It's my turn to play. All right, this chick that I don't like, she don't like me. Like, and I know this. She's sitting beside me on those. There's not much room to sit. And I get into the game and I'm playing. I'm going along, and I like feel something. Like behind me, I'm in the game. Feel something. I kind of do like that, and I look back over my shoulder. I'm wearing like a basketball jersey, and there are flames coming up the back of it. And I'm like, ah! Okay, she had sit there beside me trying to fuck with me, and I just hadn't noticed. And she had set my shirt on fire.
Damn.
And I jump up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And her boyfriend reaches over and grabs her by the hair and picks her up and walks her into the next room. And I'm like, so that's sufficient. So I gotta play some more Mario Kart.
It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Like, I was pissed. She literally set me on fire. And it was like, literally flames coming up over my shoulder before I saw it. I'm like, ah! Like, shirt melted to me in spots, because this is a fucking basketball jersey. It's effectively plastic. You know? It's all melted to me.
Sounds like a domestic violence.
It was. But I heard no screaming or nothing like that. He did grab her by her hair and pick her up and walk her into the next room and shut the door.
That doesn't sound great.
It doesn't sound
And
great.
then they high-fived, and he was like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Maybe, because he didn't really like me
Sounds like a
either.
TV show.
But he did snatch her up and take her into the next room. And I was like, jumped up and was like, I'm about to come unglued on this bitch. And he, before I could even say anything, went, snatch, and I'm like, I suppose that works.
He was hungry. And she wasn't texting back.
No,
Yeah,
that's weird.
So He saw it happen. He was like, perfect opportunity. We save you really quick. / get a sandwich.
You took her there to make him a sandwich.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, fuck that guy. I'm hungry. You see that? I can't find any of the bologna. I don't know where any of that shit is. Come to find out, it was in the second refrigerator.
Going to Vegas is on the list.
I think we told some of that story.
One trip to Vegas on a radio show, we went there and drank ridiculous amounts of alcohol. And we're still functioning. Neither of us got sick the whole time.
The next morning I did. I died. I died a little. I had a hangover. But then we drank and it was fine.
Yeah. No, we just kept drinking. It was great. We partied for 2 days effectively. And it was a great time. I lost exactly $420 gambling and eating and adventuring around Vegas. Because that's what I took with me, $420.
But you got an experience.
Yeah, no, the trip to Vegas was free. That's how much money I saved up to take with me.
It's pretty good.
Which is a good amount.
And it was a great time. We gambled. We did basic tourist shit in Vegas. We gambled and drank. And then
Drank some more.
we got a free ride to the strip club where they were like, we'll give you free drinks and a free ride. And we're like, okay.
No.
We went there and
No, he wanted, at first he was like, hey, you guys have $20? I'll give you free drink and this ride, each of you guys. And I was like, dude, no. I'm not doing that. We're about to go back to MGM Grand and crash. Like, what are you talking about? And he was like...
And I'm like limping on blisters. My feet are fucked up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck all this. So, then he was like, all right, well, how about $10 each and I give you 2 free vouchers? We're like, dude, I'm not spending no money, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. And so we start walking away, and we walk back, 100 feet?
Maybe.
And he drives up, he's like, all right, man, it'll be free there. Call me when you get back. Free there. I'll give you, 2 or 3 vouchers each.
2 free drinks each.
Yeah, and a ride there and back.
And the drinks genuinely were absolutely free. They just said, what do you want? And brought us drinks. As soon as it was done, they said, what do you want? And brought us another one. They were actually genuinely free. I had to tell several gorgeous, mostly naked women, I have no money. That turned them around really quick, though. They were all approaching, and I'm like, no money. I have no money. You're barking up the wrong.
We were literally talking
tomorrow morning. I'm not spending that on a lap dance. That's it. No.
We were literally talking, and I'm talking to him, and there's someone in my lap. I was like, what? Like, no.
It's
like they don't even ask.
No, they assume you're there, you have money, you want some titties in your face right now.
Damn.
Makes sense.
And
most people do.
I went there for had a couple of drinks and went back to the hotel room with a free ride there and back. And sit there and told a whole bunch of gorgeous women, I'm sorry, I'm broke.
It worked out though.
Yeah.
It was.
Sit and watch anyway.
Juice.
Cheers, free drinks.
It was. Would you let a woman put her titties in your face for 2 free drinks?
Yeah.
Right?
And you're the one giving out rejection. You're not getting rejected.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, man.
So did you see that they announced the Democratic candidates? They're going to be at the debate.
How many?
There's 20. It's going to be a 2-day event, 2 hours, in 2 weeks, on the 25th and 26th, I want to say, but it's it's maybe the 24th, 25th, but 20 people. It's 2 hours each day. Each day.
It's just way too many people.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll know some of the breakout people. But right now, people that are ahead are Biden, Bernie Sanders is dropping in the polls, and then Elizabeth Warren is like at 11%, and then Buttigieg, Kamala Harris. Are the top people right now.
What's his last name?
Buttigieg. Fucking.
School Trump can't say it either.
Yeah.
What's his name? Buttigieg.
I know. Trump does not know.
I just don't know.
Hey, you know what?
Or maybe he just can't.
You know what? He met the Prince of Wales, bro. Okay? He met fucking Aquaman's son. Alright? So I need you to just simmer down now. He sent out a tweet talking about how he was chatting with everybody. He said he met the Prince of Wales, but put an H in there. So it's spelled like blue whale. So he met the Prince of Wales. Look, man, he is trying to come, interspecies relationships. He's building interspecies relationships with different,
People he doesn't.
species. I mean, he's doing some groundbreaking work.
Save the whale.
That's what I'm saying. He is pro whale. And I don't think anybody
I don't know
is
if that's true.
anti-whale.
I don't think he's going.
Are you anti-whale?
I can get behind a pro whale,
Pro-whale president.
pro whale president.
No.
I'm in favor of whales.
Dude, who isn't in favor of whales?
I don't think he's pro whale.
I think he's
pro
pro-whale.
here and say, for the record, that I'm pro whale.
I think people that even eat whales are pro-whale.
Yeah, they are.
So there's probably not any anti-whale people. Right?
No, there's probably
I
some
mean,
anti-whale people. Those are the people who are actually on the ship.
He took my
There's either
foot.
people who love the whales or people who love to eat the whales. Either way, whales are love.
Right?
It's true.
We just.
But fuck seals.
Wow.
I don't know.
Because they fuck seals up.
Wow. Wait, what?
Dude, they fuck seals. Orcas fuck seals up.
Yeah.
There's one of like them smacking a seal like 80 feet in the air.
Well, blue whales, they just eat their tongue and leave the rest of them to rot.
Well, that's what you hope for. A blue whale to swim by. Yeah, and that's a delicacy, bro.
Is it though?
It is. It's like ice cream.
Oh, no, it's like.
It's what's for dinner.
Wait.
The rest of it's gross. What do blue whales eat?
Plankton, right? No. Wait, yeah. It's plankton or something else.
They eat
Krill?
fish.
Something like that. It's one of those two things.
I'm asking.
It's something super small.
Maybe they just taste gross.
No, it's something super small. It's just small. About like this fucking.
We used to only eat bison tongue. So it's not strange. It was a delicacy, so it's not strange for individuals to eat a species tongue, I guess.
No, it is weird. Tongue's weird. You shouldn't eat tongue.
It's not dolphins when they attack sharks. Sharks only eat the liver.
I don't think it's accurate.
It is accurate. Or maybe it's orcas. An animal, when it eats a shark, eats only the liver. Dude, David just runs out of here like it's crazy pants. But you know what? That's okay. Do you know who the world's most successful pirate was?
No.
It was a 19th century Chinese pirate. Is a woman.
Wait, what?
Is a woman. The most successful pirate was a woman.
Oh, God.
In the 19th century, this Chinese pirate succeeded her husband and eventually commanded more than 1,800 pirate ships and 80,000 men.
She's a commander. Fleet general.
Rich Russians will hire fake ambulances.
What?
They're ambulance taxis, essentially.
Ambulance tax?
Yep.
Oh, so
They hire them for
traffic?
$200 an hour, so they blast their sirens, speed through the passengers through traffic.
That is so dope.
What happened?
That's peak capitalism.
Rich Russians will hire fake
That's peak
ambulances
capitalism.
as taxis.
Yeah, should be our new saying. Peak efficiency.
Peak efficiency.
Yeah. What's your pick?
NASCAR drivers can lose 10 pounds in sweat due to the high temperatures during the race. It's pretty fucking crazy. 10 pounds? They gotta seem terrible.
Yeah, because you're driving in circles.
Have you ever been to a NASCAR event?
At all.
Have you?
Of course,
I might have with it.
No, well, I understand. Yeah, we've been to the one in Evergreen.
Yeah.
But have you actually been to like a Daytona or anything? No.
No, we also
Indy 500?
you only see a little piece of it when you go there. Unless you're like, now, if you can go and be on the grounds in the middle of the track, like, that's an awesome experience. That's like being backstage. But if you're just going to sit in the stands, you only see a piece of the race. It's not nearly as entertaining. You can watch it on TV, and they'll be like, this is exactly where the leaders are. Here's a real-time camera following them. Like, you get a lot more in-depth.
Huh. Oh yeah, I mean, just like if you go to a fight or something, you're gonna hear the commentary of people. You're not just gonna hear people.
So why not
like,
just watch that shit at
and
home?
just like if you go to a football game,
I would watch
same
that
thing.
shit at home.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Unless you got really great seats, the experience is better watching at home.
Yeah, usually, I mean, it almost always is.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Again, if you go backstage or something of the like,
That's true.
that's a little different. That's another experience that you can't experience at home.
Some fucking VIP shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You should come to Fest this year.
I might have to.
You should. If we get a pass, I'll make sure we get you in.
Yeah, you're coming. Why would you not come? You can meet non-serial.
For me, it's easiest to get in by myself. The first time, me and Ricky did it together. But it's easier by yourself because if you can get... if you've got two people, it's cool because you can each make different attempts to get in. But whoever doesn't get in has to be prepared that if you can't get in, you might have to wait for like hours before the other person can get you in.
Yeah, which sucks.
So you might be separated, fend for yourself, figure out something to do for the next 4 hours until somebody I know shows up and I can go, hey, can I get past my homie? Like, you just don't know when that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Someone tried to sell New Zealand on eBay.
New Zealand?
New Zealand.
The whole
An
country?
Australian guy tried to sell New Zealand for $3,000.
That's fucked up.
It made its way all the way up to $3,000 before eBay was like, all right, we gotta stop.
I bet we could sell Florida for more.
Dude, we could easily sell it for more. But we'd probably just give that shit away.
Florida man's like, all the
I like
craziest shit
Florida. I'm
happens
not mad at
here.
Florida, but
Alabama man's like, oh, my sister.
Terrible. McDonald's once tried to sell bubblegum flavored broccoli to encourage kids to eat healthier.
That sounds horrendous.
2011.
That would not promote me eating.
peak capitalism.
Oh, it's terrible.
Sounds delicious, bro.
It sounds horrendous.
Bubblegum flavored broccoli.
Yeah.
Sounds like some quality GMO shit. Delicious. It's like bubble.
When I was landscaping, we hired this guy named Greg. He was somebody who came up here from Arkansas. He was like a friend of a friend. And I was like, I can get you a job. I'm landscaping. I know the owner. I can get you hired. Got him hired. Day one. After lunch, we smoke weed at lunch. Always. We smoke weed all the fucking time. Every break, every second we can. If we're not on the job working, we are constantly smoking weed, taking dabs as much as we possibly can. Some people can handle this. Some people cannot. So that's when we hire new people. A lot of them don't make it past their first lunch break. A whole lot. This one didn't. Came back from his lunch break. We were weeding this in the garden. He's supposed to be breaking up what's being thrown out as weeds. And he's standing there with his rake. I'm on my hands and knees, just pulling shit out so fast. And he's standing there on his rake, just looking with his arms crossed over the top of the rake, his chin sitting on his arms, rake standing up, looking out at the water, just staring out there. And I'm like, Greg, dude, what are you doing? He looks at me and goes, oh, I'm just thinking about life, man. And puts his head back on his hands and keeps looking out at the water. And I'm like, dude, you gotta start working, man. And he's like, oh, okay. And he turns around and he goes and walks back up the hill, walks up the stairs, sits down on the stairs and starts with one hand picking weeds, little bitty weeds, off the side of the stairs in this one spot. He's there for like, oh, wow. Before finally the owner of the company and the owner of the house happen to be walking down the stairs and they're like, what are you doing? It's like, picking weeds. The owner kind of looks at the owner of the house, kind of looks at the owner of the business, and he's like, hey, go back to the truck, man. You're fired. But, yeah, he didn't make it past the first day. And the owner of our company, the landscaping company, paid him cash for working a full day his first day. And dude still bitched that he got fired.
Of course.
He was just thinking about life, man.
Right? Just thinking
I could
about
live
life.
here one day with this job, and then 20 minutes later, he was not happy.
Right? He was not going to be living here. And certainly not with that job.
Oh, shit. Dude, so everyone's talking shit about Alabama for good reason.
Right. Wow.
But there is something that Alabama just passed into law that
he has to find the little nugget of corn in every fucking turd and point out how shiny it is and how much it looks like gold.
No, so Alabama just passed a rule or a law that if you are a child molester under the age of 13, you have to get chemically castrated if you go in for a role.
You're not a child molester if you're under the age of 13.
No, if you molest someone.
If you molest a child under the age of 13, I thought it was 12, but
I might have been 12.
Either way, if you under a certain age, if you molest a child under a certain age, you are chemically castrated.
And you have to pay for it. If you
What does chemically mean?
They give you this medication that basically it kills your testicles, I think is what it essentially is. I don't 100% know. I don't really go into that much research on things like that.
Weird. Yeah.
But how do you feel about that?
I don't care. Let them do what they gotta do. No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm alright with that.
You know what? We can all get behind, fuck child molesters. That's
yeah,
really, that's
right.
But you guys are okay with cutting up baby dicks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? How do you feel about it?
I'm totally okay with that.
Perfect.
Just making sure everybody's okay.
Just making sure we all know.
Okay.
We're all okay with that. Yeah, just so you know.
Makes sense.
But,
Oh, okay. We're getting a little stoned and drunk late here in the podcast. 1 hour. Anybody got something? I got plenty of random ass life stories over here.
Tell us about it, bro.
My wife's ex-husband.
About 15 more minutes or so.
My wife's ex-husband, James. He didn't smoke weed. He just didn't. And I smoked hella weed. I hung out with him. I lived with him, actually. But we finally got him to. He had the same job for a very long time. I worked with him. That's where I met him. But he had the same job at a cedar factory for a long time. And he finally smoked weed with me. And for one thing, right after he smoked weed for the first time, he went inside and made himself 6 packs of ramen in this massive punch bowl and sit there and just scarf all of it.
Yeah, it's a lot of ramen.
It was a lot of ramen. It was ridiculous. He had ultra munchies.
My brother used to take the ramen packets and just open them up and then smash them and just eat them raw.
Yeah.
My son
And
wanted
then
to
he'd eat the seasoning
crunchy.
too, which was weird.
He would like
Yeah.
sprinkle the seasoning on it and eat it as he went. I never did the raw one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't really get it either.
But he sat there, just steady stream of ramen from the bowl to his mouth with a fork, and was like, "I don't know what you guys are talking about, munchies." But he really ate the entire thing. And a few days later, he's at work. Well, he's never smoked food. He's at work, and he works his ass off. That's how he is. And he works so hard that, man, his wrist is really sore at the end of the day. He walks by his boss, and he's like, man, I push it a little hard today. The boss is like, are you hurting? He's like, just my wrist is a little sore. He's like, come on, man, I'll take you to the doctor. He's like, really? He's like, yeah, man, if you're sore, that's what we have insurance for. Like, that's what that's for. That's what workers' comp's insurance. If you're hurting, let's take you to the doctor. He's like, okay, all right, sure.
Oh yeah.
So he jumps in the truck with his boss, and they go to the doctor and they drug test him. This is 3 days after the first time he's ever smoked weed.
Dang.
And he loses the job that he's had for years. And comes back home from work, and we don't believe him. He's like a notorious jokester, like practical.
Really?
Yeah.
So you cried wolf too many times?
We don't believe him. But he actually did get fired, and the first thing he was like, I'd let you smoke a joint. Please tell me you have some weed. I really need to smoke a joint right now.
Dang, that sucks though.
Yeah. That was some of my first dealings with him outside of work. But he got fired from his job a few days after the first time he ever smoked weed.
Nah, that's fucking
For failing a drug test.
Yeah, talk about horrible luck.
Right? Yeah. And he didn't know any better. He told his boss he was fine. He didn't know to fix something about that. That if his boss took him to the doctor, he was going to have a drug test. He didn't think about that.
Yeah. That's what happens.
He was not raised in a stoner culture.
And that doctor wanted that boss just wanted to get him fired. Bastards.
Maybe. No, the boss probably didn't think that he smoked weed. Because, like I said, he'd worked there for years without having done so. And he was a hard-ass working dude. Like, really, he takes super pride in his work. He is a hard-working motherfucker.
Well, I think we would be terrible if we didn't at least talk about this or mention it. The Chinese tomb yields earliest evidence of cannabis use.
Yes, they had it in braziers with hot rocks on it. So, actually, they were vaping the cannabis.
Really?
If you put hot rocks on it, you're not putting flame to it.
Yeah.
But you are vaporizing the THC, the trichomes off of it.
It's like nitrogen.
So, yeah, it's like nitrogen. So they were vaporizing cannabis.
And it says it's possible that the higher altitude environment caused the cannabis plant in this region to naturally produce higher levels of THC.
And then most cannabis in the world at the time had low levels of THC. That this was like the exception to the rule. And that the altitude is probably what caused it. That was crazy.
So it's at least 2,500 years ago, so 500 BC.
True stoner.
Right?
Dude,
Could you
killing it, even then.
being a stoner back in 500 BC?
I mean, that's probably what everybody did, right? What else would you do besides get fucked up?
Drink.
Well, yeah,
Everyone drank. Alcohol's been there since like the dawn of man.
well, yeah, it's also clean, so you don't have to worry about water being bad.
Right. No, when you add the alcohol to the water, it kills a lot of the bacteria.
Mm.
That's why
But also-
Romans drank watered down wine.
Unless the
Yeah,
bartender
also
pees
good
in it
shit,
and
yeah.
gives it to you. I imagine in 500 BC, their levels of sanitary are probably not the same as ours.
They're doing some weird shit.
Probably. They're definitely not washing their hands. That's all I'm saying.
They might not be.
There you
They
go.
might not
Just
be.
in general life.
And that's how everybody got to play. Boom.
Definitely not nice takes.
Yeah.
It was washing their hands.
It was washing your hands.
You're right.
Gotcha.
You should wash your hands before you go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Wash the AIDS off.
Always.
Why?
Well, because you do shit with your hands. You touch things. You handle all kinds of shit. Your dick's clean. You wash that. Probably in the shower. I bet you put it in clean boxers when you were done.
No,
Oh,
So
what?
that stuff is clean.
See what-
When you touch your dick with your hands, you're making your dick dirty unless
Damn.
you wash your hands first, because your hands have all kinds of shit. Everything you've touched, every piece of weed, every
I
doorknob.
have in my Dell life. I just lather a bunch of like hand sanitizer and I just turn doorknobs and stuff. So everywhere I go, it's
You
clean.
just leave like a trail
The
of
tree, yeah.
slime.
I'm basically like a slug.
Yeah.
I just everywhere I go, I'm just
Yeah.
and it like drips, but it's clean. You know what I mean?
A clean
That's
slug.
how you do it.
Super clean.
Or
Probably
what I do,
super.
I get into a bathroom is I take my foot and I just pop it through the thing and the handle and I pop it out.
Pop it out.
I pop your leg out. You know what I mean?
Pop it out.
And then you just get in the bathroom with your foot. And then if you have boxers, you don't have to necessarily touch yourself at all. You just zip it down, boom. Stick it out, boom. You don't have to touch nothing. Then you just push your foot, kick it out,
Push
and
your
your
foot.
hand sanitize, when you get back to the table. With your personal hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Because you got to carry it with you.
That's what I do, actually. That is the nice thing about having kids. You do have hand
God,
sanitizer.
how white are you?
Very white.
Ultraviolet.
That's
Have you seen, what's the Vin Diesel movie where he has the eyes?
No.
It's not Triple X.
He
No.
has the eye.
Yeah.
The white
eyes.
Yeah, the white. Yeah,
No.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it is the Chronicles of Riddick, but it was the first one.
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I am probably that color. That makes sense.
You think so? No, he's way dirty. He's covered in dirt all the time.
Well, that doesn't count. Underneath.
I don't think so.
Listen. Scotland has over 400 words for snow.
400?
Is there snow out there?
Does it snow a lot there?
Yeah. Fine.
Why wouldn't it? Yeah, of course.
Pretty big
The
place.
Highlands of Scotland.
Of course.
What's that
I don't
mountain
know.
range called?
Edinburgh.
Uneducated fuck. Yeah, before you
Name two cities.
Scotland.
Name two cities in Scotland.
Dublin and Edinburgh.
Dublin's in Ireland.
Oh, oh no, I couldn't name any in Scotland. Never mind.
Glasgow.
History. Geography podcast.
And then
Edinburgh. Similar. I don't know
that's
that.
why you said two.
Yeah.
You
I think I know one more maybe. But probably not. The Edinburgh Comedy Festival. That's why I know it.
Edinburgh. Alright, well. No clue.
You don't know? You've never been to Scotland?
No.
I thought
Who hasn't been to
everybody-
Scotland?
Yeah, man.
A lot of people. Especially a lot of people with no.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dude, that was good fucking blunt.
Right?
Who we smoke with?
What?
Who we smoke? It was a what? Master Yoda?
It was Master Yoda. We smoked Master. I'm really thinking that too.
Dude,
Wow, right?
yeah. We're gonna have to read this ad.
I don't know if I can do it.
Well, that's what's gonna be interesting about it. You don't have to say all of it, you just have to hit some of these talking points, you know what I mean? Bing.
It's a lot of talking points.
Yeah, it's just gotta be like 30 seconds long, so, I'm sure you'll do great, David.
Did we do this? We did this at the beginning. Did we do a popcorn thing at the beginning?
Yeah, last week. In the other episode.
Sorry, I told you I'm kind of stoned. I'm going so good. So, do you like the Al Smoke Show podcast?
Sometimes.
Probably
I don't know
not
right
right
now.
this second with my stoned ass.
Drop that over.
Oh, this is great. Well, the Podcoin adaptation listen to this podcast and every podcast. It's the podcast player that pays.
We've donated 7.5 acres.
You get the Podcoin app on
You
iPhone
can
and
too.
Acres.
Acres.
It's free. Super easy to use.
How much is it, David?
Free bitty.
Free rounds with me.
You can use Podcoin you earn to claim gift cards or donate to charities. That's weird. No one likes charities.
Yeah, you can donate to homeless people. You can donate to, I don't know, a bunch of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
can
know
donate blankets. You can donate HIV medicine.
Damn.
It literally is amazing, literally. It turns your podcast listening into charity, or, if you like, just get some Amazon or Starbucks gift cards.
Or HIV medicine. You don't want to.
Whichever. I use the
No
Podcoin
judgment.
app to do all my podcast listening now, and I love it. Go get it on the App Store and Android today. Seriously, just go get the Podcoin app and use invite code Seattle Smoke Show Podcast. You'll get 300 Podcoin just for signing up if you use my code. That is 300 Podcoin just for signing up if you use the code Seattle Smoke Show
300
Podcast.
Podcoin.
300.
I think it's the Seattle Smoke Show.
In Zimbabwe, Podcoin, that's like $1 billion.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Go
Their
give
currency
the
is
Podcoin
great.
app a try today.
Economically racist.
No, but accurate. It can't be racist if it's accurate.
That's true.
Can,
No,
we
wait,
make fun,
yeah, I can.
can we make fun of the
No,
advertisers
yeah,
after the commercials too?
Sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
He's like,
Here's a sample script, but you're free to make something work using the points above.
Oh, we're gonna.
Hello, everybody. I really do hope you love insert podcast name.
Oh, let's see how Smoke Show.
It's
Shout out.
it's the same thing I just said. Oh, really?
Yeah, you already read it.
God, we're really boring. That wasn't.
That was it?
That was the same thing.
Alright, well,
I swear it'll change the way you listen to podcast. Insert code.
what's our
Insert your code.
Code. It
What's
says
the code?
insert code for Podcoin.
I think it's Seattle Smoke Show.
Probably. You can
It's
condense
like
this
smoke or
message
something.
for the
Yeah,
pre
that's
and
the
post
smoke.
roll options by following the feedback above, but only after the first running 3 mid roll ads. Just so you're aware that it's an ad.
Is it enough?
I thought it was talking.
Your whole life is.
What am I reading? Step 2. Post in social media.
Oh, okay. Now we gotta post.
Maybe Pastor Rick and he whores himself out.
What?
Whore!
Look, sometimes you gotta do it.
Jezebel! Whore of Babylon here.
Oh, you know what? I actually can tell you what it is.
Well, what is?
Code. I'm a dummy.
Alright, well, shout out to Instagram either way. Let's see your Smoke Show.
SCA Smoke Show.
SEA Smoke Show on Instagram. Go look at pictures of shit. We have shitty pictures.
Yeah, they're not up shit though.
Oh, it's Smoke Show.
They're just that shit.
I almost died. The mic almost took my face out. The code is Smoke Show. That was so easy. Can't believe we forgot it.
So we fucked
Never
all
re-
commercial up by saying the wrong code multiple times?
Yeah, probably, but it's Smoke Show.
But it's still there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Maybe this is a commercial. Maybe it's not. The world will never know.
Maybe.
Drink more PBR. Smoke
Brought
more
to you
drugs,
by McDonald's,
right?
allegedly.
Smoke more drugs. Listen to a previous podcast and you'll see what comes.
Alright.
Okay, you guys have
Yeah.
zero life experience.
Yeah.
You're apparently pretty fucking boring people.
Yeah.
Dude, we are today.
No wonder we made a podcast.
I'm
That's what we did.
a little tapped.
Is that it? We're only 110.
Yeah. I got business things to do.
You guys are weak.
110 what? Yeah.
I got business things to do.
You're weak.
See,
Secretaries to fire, people to see, signatures to sign,
Signatures.
electronic signatures,
Oh, trying to see.
deliveries to order.
Is that what you call it when people respond with K?
They do.
It's an electronic signature.
It is.
It's electric.
You have signed up for a lot. Should have read the terms and conditions.
Alright. If you want to be a human centipede, please click K.
Dude. Apple's only allegedly done that once.
Are we outroing?
We're outro.
We didn't outro the last one. We need 2 outros?
It's a super
We need
long
this
outro.
outro.
This outro. What kind of outro are we doing?
Ooh, this is a smooth jazz outro.
You got a smooth jazz
Yeah.
tempo?
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for coming to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Skiddly Papu. Thanks.
Seattle Smoke Show brought to you by. This is a podcast comedy network. Seattle Smoke Show.
Yes, sir.
Really quickly want to reread Leningrad.